Is communism in our midst here in America? How can we know? And if it really is, what should you do about it? Hello and welcome back to America Needs Fatima. I'm Nick Brightingham, and be sure to click subscribe and also to click the notification bell to never miss out on another story of Mary. At Fatima, Our Lady told the 3 shepherd children that Russia would spread her errors, causing wars and persecution. But by asking ourselves what she meant by the errors of Russia, we can key in on what is happening in the world and in the United States today. Our Lady appeared in May 1917, and the Communist Revolution took place in the same year. When her requested consecration of Russia didn't happen, Our Lady's prophetic message took place very quickly. Communists overthrew the regime of the czars, followed up by the killing of millions of people over the next few decades. Our Lady said communism would spread her errors throughout the world. Is it in the USA? Yes, especially in these latest years. Socialism and communism are closely related. Communism is an atheistic system holding belief in the supremacy of the state. The communist mentality is that people are only useful in relationship to the state. That's why communism is comfortable with killing people, not useful to the state. We have to open our eyes to this. I encourage you to do your own research. Don't take my word for it. A quick search will reveal the millions of deaths caused by communist regimes. Communism destroys the family and private property. Private property is the right of man defended in 2 of the 10 commandments. Private property is essential for the family to develop itself properly as God designed it, for stability and to live virtuously. God made us with a soul and body. In order to gain control, communism destroys private property, which gives people individuality. Although the US may not look quite like the totalitarianism of the Soviet Union, which was based on surveillance and physical repression and violence, backed by a prison system for the uncooperative, what we do see is a system of political and social control, which relies on manipulating people's love of pleasure and fear of discomfort, and changing the culture through the education system and both mainstream and social media. What is happening is communism in our midst. I say all this not to sound pessimistic, but to present you with the truth. We need to get a little out of our comfort zone to understand Our Lady and her warnings about what has infiltrated our great country. So, in our conversations and prayers, how did the errors of Russia apply to us? When we talk to friends and family, how do we bring up the subject? And what can we do to practice the Fatima message in our lives? Invite your friends and family into this conversation, but be wary of the mainstream media, which misrepresents and lies to you. It is another way to generate and exploit the sin of laziness. Do not give in to the dependence of the government due to so many incentives that you don't want to work. That is communism. It kills the idea of a father being able to do honest work to provide for his family and therefore make decisions for his family, rather than the government make decisions for them. It kills the idea of private property. So there is no incentive to grow and build something better for oneself and one's family. How could we do that if the state owns everything? It is a demonic system infiltrating our country. Those on the side of communism and socialism firmly hope that all will cave into this. But as God-loving and freedom-loving people, we must do our part and pray that Americans do not cave in, to pray the rosary, go to Holy Mass as often as possible, receive the sacraments, to truly make a difference. Our Lady of Fatima, pray for us and free us from the effects of the errors of Russia. Speaking of praying to Our Lady, what better way do we have of praying to her than saying her rosary? The best way to consecrate yourself to Our Lady is by saying the rosary. And this is one of the reasons why we at America Needs Fatima hold thousands of public rosary rallies throughout the year. So if you want to join us and host a public rosary rally with your friends and loved ones using a big America Needs Fatima banner, take a look at the link down below. Need help battling temptations? My next video will give you 5 tips for warding off the devil. You won't want to miss it. May God bless you, and may Mary Immaculate keep you under her mantle. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.